Lily lived in a quiet town. She worked at a small bookstore and loved slow mornings. She liked hot tea, rainy days, and books with soft pages. One Saturday, she cleaned her closet. In the back, she found a red coat. It was a little worn. The fabric was soft. The color had faded a bit. She smiled. "I remember this coat," she said. "I wore it every winter." It was the coat she wore when she first moved to town. The coat she wore on her first date. The coat she wore when she cried under the streetlight after a hard day. It had been with her for years, but now it didn't fit. She held it in her hands and looked at it for a long time. "It still feels warm," she whispered. She didn't want to throw it away. It wasn't just a coat, it was part of her story. She took a picture of it and opened a second-hand swap app on her phone. She wrote a short message. "Red coat. Still warm. Looking to trade, not sell." She didn't ask for money. She didn't care about price. She just wanted the coat to find a good home. She placed the phone down and looked out the window. The sky was grey. A few snowflakes began to fall. She pulled her blanket closer and sipped her tea. Then she whispered, "Old things still carry warm stories. Maybe someone else needs this now." The phone buzzed. She looked at the screen. A new message had arrived. The message was short. "Hi, I saw your red coat. Can I trade it for a book?" Lily raised her eyebrows. "A book?" She smiled. She typed back, "Sure. What book is it?" The reply came quickly. "It's an old one, a book of letters. My sister gave it to me." Lily paused. This didn't sound like a normal trade, but something about it felt right. They agreed to meet the next day, at a small park near the library. Lily put the red coat in a paper bag and left home early. The park was quiet. A boy sat on a bench holding a book. He looked about 17. Tall, but a little shy. He stood up when he saw her. "Hi, I'm Tom," he said. "Hi, I'm Lily." She handed him the bag. He opened it and pulled out the red coat. For a moment he said nothing. Then he smiled. A small, careful smile. "It looks just like hers," he said softly. "Your sister's?" Lily asked. Tom nodded. "She had one like this. Same color, same buttons." He looked down at the coat. She wore it all the time, even in spring. Lily didn't speak. She felt the air change. Quiet, kind, full of memory. "She passed away last year," Tom said, "but sometimes I still see her, in dreams, on rainy days." He looked up at Lily. "I don't know why I want this coat, but I do." Lily gave a small nod. "I understand," she said. "Some things just feel like home." Tom handed her the book. It was old with soft pages and a cracked spine. The cover was blue, no title. "She used to write letters," he said. "To me, to no one, to the sky." He smiled again, this time with a little more light in his eyes. She said, "Words stay, even when people go." Lily held the book gently. She didn't know what was inside yet, but she already knew it mattered. Lily walked home with the book in her bag. It was heavy, not in weight, but in feeling. She made tea, sat by the window, and opened the book. Inside were pages filled with handwriting. Not printed words, not stories, letters. Each one began the same way. "Dear Tom." She turned the first page. "Dear Tom, I saw you today in the garden. You looked tired, but you didn't stop. I wanted to say, I'm proud of you. Even when no one says it, I am." Lily read slowly. The words were simple, but they felt full. She turned another page. "Dear Tom, I know you worry a lot. You try to be strong. But it's okay to cry. Crying doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're full of love." Lily stopped. Her eyes felt warm. She had never met Tom's sister, but in these pages she was alive, gentle, honest, close. She turned one more page. "Dear Tom, if I ever leave this world too soon, Keep something red. It will remind you of me. I'll be near, like a sunset in winter. Lily closed the book slowly. Her fingers stayed on the cover. She didn't move. She didn't need to. The room was quiet, but not empty. Something in her chest ached. Not in a sad way. In a soft, human way. Like missing someone you never met. She held the book close. She thought of the red coat. She thought of Tom, sitting on the bench with his quiet smile. The coat was never just a coat. The book was never just a book. They were pieces of people, pieces of love. The next morning, Lily walked to the park again. She carried the book in her hands. The sky was clear, but the wind was sharp. Tom was already there, sitting on the same bench. He looked up and smiled when he saw her. Lily sat down beside him. She held out the book. "This is yours," she said. "I can't keep it." Tom looked surprised. "But I gave it to you," he said. "I know," Lily said softly, "and it means more than you think. But it's too special. It belongs with you." Tom looked at the book. He didn't take it. He was quiet for a long moment. Then he said, "She would have wanted someone else to read her words. She wanted her letters to live." Lily nodded slowly. "They do live," she said. "They made me feel something I hadn't felt in a long time." They sat there side by side. No rush, no noise. Just two people sharing silence. After a while, Lily turned to Tom. "I have an idea," she said. "What if we make a box? A swap box, for the whole town?" Tom raised an eyebrow. "A box?" "Yes," Lily said, growing more excited. "A place where people can leave something warm, and take something they need. A coat, a book, a memory." Tom smiled. "Like a kindness exchange." "Exactly," Lily said. "We could call it the warm swap box. People don't always need money. Sometimes they just need hope." Tom looked down at the red coat on his lap. He ran his hand across the soft fabric. Then he looked at Lily. "I think my sister would have liked that." They both smiled. And in that moment, the winter air felt a little less cold. 1 week later, the box was ready. It was made of old wood and soft paint. Lily painted a small red heart on the front. Tom added the words, "Warm swap box. Take what you need. Leave what you can." They placed it near the town square, where people passed every day. The first thing Lily put inside was a scarf. It was blue and soft, and full of memories. Tom placed a book beside it, another one from his sister's shelf. For a while the box stood quietly. People looked at it but didn't touch. Then one morning a little boy opened it. He pulled out a pair of boots that fit just right. He grinned and showed them to his mother. The next day an old man placed a radio inside. "It still works," he said. "It plays songs from long ago." A woman left a note with a hairbrush. "This was my mother's. I hope it brings comfort." More and more people came. Some brought gloves, books, tiny toys, even a jar of tea leaves. Some took only smiles. Some left only love. Lily and Tom came often, just to sit and watch. They didn't speak much. They didn't need to. One day, Lily looked at Tom and said, "The coat looks like it was always yours." Tom smiled. "And the box," he said, "looks like it was always here." Lily leaned back, her heart full and light. She thought of how one red coat became a bridge, how one book of letters opened new hearts, how two strangers turned memory into motion.